Hey, little Africa, what you about to do? Hey, man, I'm about to go. Let me hit the J. I'm about to go right now home to the computer to go and watch the DC Pharma Show. We legalizing DC with restriction. American illusion is simply a prison. No till should be a course studied in Princeton. Knowledge like a Rasta smoking split out in Kingston. Road wide, wide grind, what y'all doing? Smoking good, boy. Sheep funnel roll up, backwood, boy. Learn the cultivation, to get a vicious harvest. The night light, solar system, night, loud color, light bright. Smoking straight night flight. Master J the Mike. He go night. Now we cyclone blazing. Either he DC farmer or trichome chasing. Big worm in the corner, he fire more blazing. More fire, Jeff Sessions a bitch. Pump motherfucker. Wanna learn to grow, holla at DC farmer. Various forms, psychedelic marijuana. All I got is 2 O's, it ain't no telling. Learn to grow Monday from 10 to 11. The DC farmer, the DC farmer, the DC farmer, the DC farmer show.
Hey, everybody's got to grow, man. What's wrong?
YouTube did a dick move.
Welcome y'all to the show. Sorry for being late, man. Just running a little late, man. It's a little dry today, so I had to stop by one of the pop-ups. And went and got me some, I guess this was the strong shit right here, Wi-Fi by District Dabbers. I told him I was going to give them a shout-out. Also got some pre-roll by Kinda Dope DC. I was going to give them a shout-out, too. All that because I was running a little late, man. And like I said, I was a little dry tonight. Good thing we live in D.C. You can just roll up somewhere and then look. Oh, Big Worm's back, y'all.
Woo, coming back.
And then he came back strong as hell, man. Man, look.
So we had,
explain what this is because it's feeling a little sticky in my hand right now.
We supporting local with the Canagar DC rolled through. Picked up his 3.5 size cigars. Got 3.5 of Big Bud in it, I think, from Green Label DC, local grown. He's got some wax from somewhere, he told me, and some keef from somewhere else. I apologize.
And this weed leaves, huh?
And then that's rolled in cured cannabis leaf.
Damn.
So he's got a nice head coming on that ash, nice white
goddamn,
ash.
Goddamn, keep doing your thing.
So
shit,
this is nice. No, definitely a celebration or a high roller, donation here, but quality. It hits nice.
Now, is it that you missed DC? You came and got you a baseball bat?
I did miss DC,
you had
man.
a good time out Oregon, man.
I did enjoy Portland. I enjoyed Portland a lot. I was out there for the Science of Organic Regenerative Cannabis Conference. So that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is, man. I would say it again, but I'm going to go ahead and let you ride on that one.
So they, damn dispensary every mile, man, surrounded you. Open at 7 a.m. for happy hour, man.
Was it like liquor stores?
Yeah, just like liquor stores. Just like that. That's a good analogy there. And in the range of top shelf, just in the liquor, so they had the $4 grams. I didn't even go in there. I should have went and saw what the $4 gram looked like.
Look. Now, like we talked on the phone, you told me that, right? So I told a few people that I know, man, they looking at me like I'm still $4 grams, man. What? So yeah, man, go ahead and tell a little bit more about the $4 grams.
So they got $4. They're basically flooded out there, man.
I hope we don't get like that out here, man, because I ain't.
They are flooded. Everybody can grow weed, and everybody is growing weed.
I don't know how I make a living for going to $4 goddamn gram.
Well. Because we gonna make a living because we're on no-till, like the Korean natural farming.
Yeah, we gonna give you the flavors.
What I picked up, that was the top shelf.
And I'm gonna let you know right now, you probably would never, ever, ever, ever get a $4 gram from me. At best, if it goes that low, I give it to you for free. So
But that was $75 a quarter for their top shelf or whatever. So that's decent, Not super low, not super high. So, and that was the Wappa. I smoked some Wappa, some Golden Goat. That stuff was like a menthol, man.
How was the smoke though? Like,
good.
Cause I saw one of your live feeds or whatever, man. You was going hard on one of them strains. It was like, man, this tastes a lot like Reggie.
So that was the thing. When you pulled it, you know, it definitely had a familiar taste to it. It got me high as hell. But I don't know if that was a cure taste that I was tasting, the way they cured it, or what it was. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it definitely tasted like...
It got you there, though.
Yeah, it was strong, but it was something about that pull. You know them familiar flavors sometimes when you pull on it?
Yeah.
It definitely reminded me of something, you know. And that could be the way they cured it.
See. I mean, you don't be shy now.
Nah, never that.
You need this more than any of us because you got high blood pressure.
So this is a trick. This is a trick. He said, puff it, and then pull it. Don't just pull it like a joint. Puff, then pull. So, yeah, but Portland is moss and everything. It's all wet. It rained the whole time I was there. But it was absolutely epic, man.
But nah, that's cool, man, because I do know that Portland prices is definitely better than the rest is going on out here. But what I do like about Portland itself is the clean green. You know what I'm saying? Like they real heavy on organics and not having pesticides sprayed on your plants. Like they're strong on testing to make sure you have some clean green that's going out to the patients. Because a lot of us like to scream that the shit that we growing, this weed, this cannabis, whatever you want to call it, is for the patient and the people that need. And half of that is true, you know what I'm saying, especially for some people. But if that's what you're going to say is full, make sure that you're doing it the clean way, man, because you don't want to be spraying no pesticides on your plant because you got some spider mites or some aphids or whatever the hell they're called. Some, you know what I mean? Like, and you trying to fight them off because you're trying to save your crop. You're trying to save the money that you invested in it, but you're not thinking about the patient at the end run. See, that's my whole beef with this industry. It's like the greed, like all this legalization and everything that's going on now. I'm thankful for it. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I was doing what I was doing then. I'm gonna do what I'm doing now, right? But what did lead to opening the door was the people that don't give a fuck. Meaning, like, they'll sell you anything, man, and say it's clean. You don't know what the hell you be smoking on, so be mindful of who you dealing with, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially out here, man. It's flooded, man. Everybody tell you they got that fire, man. Then you get something, be real disappointed, and might end up getting sick depending what's on the goddamn plant. So, you know, all that to say that that's one of the reasons why I like Oregon with their restrictions on how they supply cannabis to the people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to get like that out here for real, for real.
Well, hopefully, you know, I'm hoping to get involved and understand a little bit more, but the regs are supposed to be rewritten in November. They got to rewrite the laws, what I understand. Something's going to happen in November. So hopefully they're going to fix some of this crazy stuff going on in D.C. Because I agree. Out there, they're arguing they got too many regulations, a lot of stuff to go through. Here, we got no regulations. There's got to be a balance between that where the farmer can do something. Because out there, you're a medical grower. You can take your crop and sell it to a dispensary in Oregon. Oh, yeah. So that just makes sense, man. Medical people, you know, you got a good grow. You should have a place you could take your crop.
Yeah, definitely.
You know. And you talking about the spraying, that's something I'm trying to move towards. It's 100% no spraying. I'm always going to do a foliar, but I'm talking as far as any type of pesticide. And one of the speakers there, Susan Wainwright, she goes by the Bug Lady. I'll post her information. I got pictures of everybody's credentials. But she basically talking about they control thousands of acres of all type of horticultural products with using beneficial insects and, you know, not a problem to do. So I think that, you know, got some good tips from that about how to do things. And you can put some bugs out that will hatch over 4 to 6 weeks and just slowly kind of be in your area. Right. You know, and that kind of stuff, that just seems like a good practice.
No, I mean, they definitely had a place in my garden, beneficial predator bugs and stuff like that. Because when you flowering, man, you definitely, like, a lot of people do spray, and they do it during vegging. And, you know, everybody knows that you shouldn't do it in flowering. So that's when they really come into play, you know, where you can't really do too much but let the bugs go to work and let them handle their business. And that's what we're talking about, predator mites or predator bugs that take care of the not so welcoming bugs that destroy your plants.
Definitely for us soil growers, there is no reason not to have predatory nematodes in your soil. You know, they're inexpensive to buy. They're going to last. They reproduce. They eat pretty much everything. There's no drawbacks to them. They're easy to apply. I mean, it should just be a staple, I think. They're just like a good thing to add in. I think you're going to get a lot of them in your worm castings if you already have good quality worm castings, but I think you're hedging your bets putting some in there. I don't think you can have anything to lose, you know, depending on the scale. And that's something else, man, that really is different for us, right? We're growing, you know, 6 or 12 medical or whatever. I was talking to tier 2 and tier 3 growers. They're growing tens of thousands. So when, you know, an idea, they have to look at how much does that cost over a huge scale, and can they even do that with their workers and this kind of stuff. And, you know, they're talking about buying refrigerated trailers to put their harvest in to keep it from going bad, and just you know, stuff I ain't even thought about, man. It was wild.
Sound like the problems I want. But what else is going on over there? Cause man, like I said, man, you was out Oregon, man. So you was in one of those welcoming states. What else was going on out there at this cannabis convention?
So, as far as people we were talking to, man, I'm looking up. So I met both Josh and Kelly from Dragonfly Earth Medicine. You know, they do some pretty cool stuff. They're on a few podcasts. They got pretty cool products. Their farm, man, would make you just want to die and just go. That's like a little heaven. Their farm was really nice. And then I look up and I'm listening to this guy talk, and all of a sudden I realize Dr. Robert Faust, this is the guy that does bioag. This is the full power guy. It didn't even dawn on me that was who that was. And I'm like, damn, here's this guy. I've been using this product for years, and here's the guy that invented it. And he's just one intelligent dude, man. Just listening to him talk about the different stuff, the different use of the products and how they're using them. And, you know, it was a little bit of an infomercial too, but, you know, I believe in this full power. It was cool, but it was really neat seeing him.
And that's, and you know, for the people that don't know, he's actually talking about the guy that created Full Power. And a lot of us that do organic growing, we need that. That's our humic or fulvic acid that we add as a supplement to our watering. So, you know, like he said, these dudes know what they talking about, man. And even though it comes out of a bottle, this is an organic product as well. So, you know, I don't want people to think, oh, man, y'all using bottles and this and that. But nah, these dudes actually do their research and know about the soil and how these plants grow, man. And then another thing, man, like when you go to these conventions, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, man. The speech don't really be about cannabis, man. It be about growing in particular, because to me, it's no one way in general, you know, just the living soil is not just for organics. It's for your fruits, your vegetables.
Sure.
You know, all that, man. So when a lot of these people talking on it, they will emphasize sometimes on cannabis, whether they need more bacteria or fungal matter in the soil and stuff like that, man. But for the most part, this is, man, the general knowledge for our fruits and vegetables, how we grow food, man, how it's been done over the centuries, over time. You see what I'm saying? This ain't nothing new, man. We ain't invent the wheel. We didn't invent no-till. This shit has been done for centuries. You feel what I'm saying?
So, you know, living soil is definitely, you know, one of the coolest things. I'm thinking back to the history part of everything I learned was the French. Turn of the century Paris, man. You know, they stacked up horse shit 12 feet high to feed the city. That's how much much horse shit. So they would let it compost, and then they put straw on top. The other thing they did was cool. You know how grandmas used to take a jar to make a clone, you know, just put a jar over it. You ever seen that? They did that with these big glass domes, and they would grow year round for France, man. So absolutely. We got away from it. Corporate society and big ag came in the 70s, and, you know.
So what other speakers were there, though? You know,
so
one Full Power guy there.
Yeah, so the other really cool guy, Cazares, Dr. Cazares, he was speaking on mycorrhiza, and So basically what I've learned about mycorrhiza is there are only 2 species, probably 1, maybe 2 species of mycorrhiza that will even colonize cannabis.
Right.
So that means that a lot of these inoculants...
I would actually say 1, but go ahead.
Well, see, that's what I'm thinking too, but then they ran a trial and saw some with 2 where they were getting results.
Okay.
They would not say the species though, because I think they're going to put it into something. You know what I mean? So if you could get a specific product... but the other thing is, man, I'm going to learn, it's not too hard to, basically what he's saying is you need to wash your roots, you can stain them and then look at them under a scope and actually see if they're colonized. Mm-hmm. We're assuming they're colonized. Right. But until we actually look at the roots, we're not going to know, and I think that's an important step. But him talking about that, but the thing that really caught me was I asked him a question, and he was like, that's absolutely right. So basically, if your cover crop species can colonize with mycorrhizal fungi, there's 150 different strands. Some types of things can colonize with a lot of them. They can talk to the ones that colonize your cannabis. So just because it can't colonize the cannabis, if you have a nice biological cover crop, that's all inoculated with the mycorrhiza, it all works together. And that's just wild to me. You know what I mean? That's putting more hardy hitters in the game as far as, mycorrhiza is amazing. That's why plants are plants. So, I mean, I don't know. That was very interesting to hear a doctor confirm that. And
I mean, yeah, and it's definitely good to hear. And it's definitely good to hear because me personally, it's like it stamps what I've been doing anyways. Because when I do a cover crop, it'd be a mixed cover crop as it is anyways. And the reason I do that is, in this instance, the more the merrier. You mean the more roots, the more exudates, the more microbial activity going on in the soil. Diversity of bacteria and fungi. You know what I'm saying? All the beneficials that you need to fight off anything negative going on in your soil is happening if you have a diversity of that microbial life going on in your soil. And the way you do that is by having, like I said, different types of crops, different types of seeds that you're throwing into your soil. Cover crops, I'm speaking anyways. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything plays a role, man. Everything plays a role with each other. Now, I wish I could have been up there with you, boy. I would have been asking a whole lot of questions. They probably got tired of me.
The other thing is, after listening to one guy there, definitely probably need to start testing the compost. It's probably $450 to have compost tested, but it probably could be worth it, especially, if I hedge my bets like you're talking about. I put in 5 different types of compost, plus my compost, plus worm castings that I made. So I know it's probably good, but I might be paying for some compost that ain't good at all.
Yeah, I know. So
maybe it's worth it to pay for the test. Got a couple Soil Food Lab test locations. You're saying, well, they're $240 in New Jersey, one low. So $240. I mean, that's still, a little bit for a test, for sure. The other tip. So apparently there's somewhere out there you can get squid hydrolysate and crab hydrolysate. He said there's only 2 producers of it in the whole state, and they're working on a blend. And he said the blend of the squid and the crab, they are seeing crazy results because the chitin levels he's seeing is very high in it, and he said it's just better than fish hydrolysate. He said he was using fish hydrolysate 25 years ago. He said this is the cutting edge, and this guy, he's a big dude as far as that stuff went. The other thing he's working on, man, is they're working on trying to take our no-till soil into production for mass, horticulture. And he's talking about putting mixes. He was talking about putting zones out in it. So he's trying to mix to what I kind of sound is like a super soil with a little bit of what the Rev did with, True Living Organics, putting the little pockets in there. So he was saying that by the roots were growing out in different zones, they would catch what they needed at different stages of their life. Oh, that was interesting. So this no-till soil, water-only soil is scaling up in the large production outside of cannabis. So I think people are seeing the value of a water-only, everything in the soil ready to go.
And it makes sense when he says doing it in the different zones, because what I was getting ready to ask you was, like, how do you control that? See, because when we build our no-till soil, it's always good, like even when you buy Malibu's compost, whatever might be your favorite, but it's always good to have that local compost so you can have local bacteria and that local microbial life in your soil as well, so your plant could grow nice, strong, and healthy as well. That goes back to that diversity.
Right.
So, the fact that they making this no-till soil for different zones would suggest to me that they're also targeting that localized areas of those zones as well, which makes complete sense.
So I definitely think it's really dialing in, what the plant needs. So I was sitting outside on Sunday, and this old guy with a beard, older guy, I don't want to say old, rolls up, starts talking to me, introduced himself as Wolf Siegel. I didn't know who Wolf Siegel was. I don't know a lot about cannabis history. Turns out this guy, old school in the industry, invented Sea Green. But he was breaking some stuff down to me, so I want to share some tips that he said, because I feel like this is coming from a master. And then he said some stuff to me over this joint that I think is really profound. He said that the ceramic metal halide 315, and he gave me a physics lesson behind this that I don't really completely understand everything he was talking about with the light and stuff, to be honest with you. But he said the 315 will outperform the 600-watt HPS. So he feels that the 315 is one of the best lights out there. The Spectrum is the best for cannabis.
Is that the double-ended one?
See, I needed to clarify some of that. I didn't know what bulb he's talking about, or I don't know a lot about 315s. I know that you can get different bulbs for them, different bulb makers, and I don't know how much the spectrum changes between those bulbs. The other thing he talked about is the difference between a grower and a cultivator. And he said the cultivator changes the environment to bring out different things it wants from the plant at different times. The grower just cares about weight.
Right.
And I thought that was really profound what he was talking about. And, it was really cool meeting that guy, man. He was telling me about how he used to, in the 70s, he would cut holes in hedgerows of brambles, of blackberries, and crawl through there, and that's plant his sea of greens out there, man, and it was wild, man. It was a cool guy.
Yeah, definitely. I like what he said about that controlling the climate, because it makes perfect sense, man, because these strains we grow, they come from different parts of the world, man, and they have to be in that climate for them to actually be as potent as they can be. You see what I'm saying? So if you are a cultivator and you know how to control that environment for that certain strain that you're growing as well. So
what I'm looking forward to is growing a damn strain enough to have that experience with it to be like, oh, she likes a little bit more in this week, or oh, what can I do to, to push it a little bit more. Finding a strain I want to keep working with, you know what I mean? That's exciting. I haven't had that yet as a grower. I'm always ended up growing something new, or losing a strain, or losing a cut, or shit going bad.
I mean, when I do, I like multiple strains.
Right.
Because I love, as the growing process goes, seeing the different expressions of the plant, the different strains. You see what I'm saying? You might have one strain that's sticky as hell.
You just gonna work. You got more room to work with than me, though.
I always fought for that, though. You know what I'm saying? So
I got something for you too, man. I saw someone out there that said DC Pharma right on it. They have light control greenhouses. That's all this company does. So I thought they might have some stuff that might help you with your light depth. They claim 6 harvests a year guaranteed. They work in greenhouses. So I know with their modified stuff, they might have some stuff where you can get your whole light depth on automation.
Yeah, and that's definitely something that I'm striving for as
well. I got a catalog for you for them.
Yeah, that's cool as hell, because right now everything's manual.
Right. So that's not good.
And for the people out there, man, I don't want y'all to think I forgot about y'all. The giveaway is still going on tonight. And since we at that midway point, I'm going to take a pause, and we're going to do this giveaway. So for all the y'all that subscribe to my YouTube channel and left a comment down there, I got y'all numbers on lock. We getting ready to call out a number. Princess P is getting ready to call out a number. I'm not going to do that computer-generated mess. Ain't nobody got no favors out here. I ain't got no friends that I'm cheating for. She going to call out a number. That's what the number's going to be, y'all. And it's between 0 and 5,000.
Dude, I might have to take a tolerance break, bro. Because I'm halfway through this thing and I ain't falling over. I might have to take a tolerance break. I don't know. I'm going to keep going.
We're going to take a break after we announce the winner. And look, another thing I want to say, shout out to to the chat room, man. I been ignoring y'all tonight. I'm sorry about that. Shout out to the chat. Thank y'all for coming through and watching my live stream. Soil Biota, I see y'all out there. Been rocking with me since day one. Hey, for y'all that don't know, Soil Biota, man. I know y'all see him on all y'all live stream, but this dude right here, when he seen me first pop up in the game, man, he sent me so much fucking literature, yo. At first, I was like, man, what the hell I'm gonna do with all this? Man, but you know what? I started cracking some of them books open, reading it, man, and that shit opened my mind wide the fuck open. So, shout out to Soul Biota, man. Good looking out. I read a lot of them damn books. I gotta say, man, the only one that was really kind of boring to me, which was still a good book, but it was a little boring, was the One Straw, or the Single Straw. I forgot the title of the book. But yeah, that one was a little bit, it was still good though. But anyways, let's get back to this giveaway, man, because I can get the rambling. Go ahead, Sweet Pea, man. Let us know what the number is. Let us know who the winner is. And for the winner, I'm gonna reach out to you in my comments. I want you to email me as well. I ain't really gonna have nobody call into the show tonight, so yeah. When I announce the winner, man, just reach me out by email, man.
Number 105.
Number 105. That's the number, y'all. 105. So we getting ready to tell you who the winner is in a hot set. But 105 is the number. Probably do a call in next week. Y'all flooded my phone line last week, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a pause on that one this week.
Looks like Organic Grow Light's making some of that squid hydralysate. Let's bottle some of that up, send it out.
Oh, and just so the viewers out there that don't know, we are getting ready to start squishing flowers real soon.
I'm so excited. You want to talk about it for a second?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
So we got
until we get the winner, we can talk about it.
So we got Value Vax brand. We got a nice 6-inch by 8-inch Nunomic. I don't know how to say it. Nunomic. I don't know. You need to, with the air pressure. Pneumatic. Thank you. There we go. Thank you. Pneumatic. So we got a nice pneumatic press with the foot pedal, first generation. We got it at a discount, which always makes it better. And it arrived. It's in a crate. I need a darn crowbar to open it up.
Jacob on it.
What were the rules if no one guessed the number?
Nobody guessed that number.
Nah, whoever's closest.
Close without going over?
Whoever's closer without going over, that's who the winner's gonna be.
Oh, it is over. Hold on. There's only one even remotely close to it.
Whoever that is, that's who won.
Edgar Dubon.
Who?
Edgar, last name D-U-B-O-N.
Edgar Dubon. Hold on, let me look that name up right quick. That's who the winner is. I know we chopped your name up right quick. Let me look it up, see what it is. Okay, yeah. That do sound French. Edgar Dubon. You are the winner at 128. And the number was 105, so you was the closest. So you the winner. Congratulations. Edward, again, congratulations. Make sure you email me at dcfarmer202gmail.com. So I can get all that contact info and send you on your way. And
what are they saying, Tony? I don't know. Something going on in the chat. We figure that out.
Yeah, I ain't in the chat right this second, but just so you know that this what you getting right here. And these are all natural vape all natural vapes. 100% organic, lab tested, indica. This is Granddaddy Perp and Strawberry Shortcake. When you get this, you're going to be happy, man. Y'all just make sure y'all check out my folks at Los the Green Thumb for donating them to me. And check out the creator of them at Bud Naked on IG. Y'all make sure y'all follow him up. And again, congratulations, Edward. Let me see what's going on in the chat.
They were just confused.
There's 2 questions on chat that are from Facebook.
Oh. What were they asking?
They're both grow questions.
Okay, we got some grow questions.
It was a long one. How can a grower make their own no-till customized to the point of being very happy with their results? The more they fix or work on that one crucial element on the technique. To me, keeping your cover crop in strong and keeping your stuff watered in.
But at the same time, depending on what you're asking, at the same time, less is more. So I don't want you to go out there trying to customize your soil so much that you're adding so many different inputs that it actually might be contradicting itself in the soil. So, I would start out slow, see what the response is from your plant, but as well as the more harvest that you get with your soil, the better your soil will be. So my suggestion would be the less is better, man. So don't go adding a whole bunch of crazy mess in there because you might have some things going on, man. And what's that other question?
What was the other one? I don't see it.
All right.
Yeah.
What are some natural ways to get nutrients to your plants, specifically phosphorus and potassium?
I got the answer to that right here.
Told Big Worm got that one.
So the potassium is going to come from the kelp, for sure. But the true answer to that is the comfrey is going to handle most of that. Other natural sources of calcium, the worm castings are high in calcium, but just botanicals, comfrey and nettle. But if you think about it, really any type of flower they were talking about, dragonflies medicine was talking about this. They go around and pick the blooms of their flowers, of not of cannabis, but just of flowers. Dandelions, different things like that. And those blooms are high in all of those things. The phosphorus, they're high in the phosphorus. Also, seed sprouts are high in phosphorus because phosphorus is important during the process. So you can do seed sprout teas. You can go foraging for wild, nice flowers and soak those in water and make a ferment. Or use comfrey and nettle or other what they call bioaccumulators. So there's your answer.
Biodynamic accumulators, y'all.
There you go.
But all right. For this next portion of the show, like I said, man, if y'all seen the title, man, I got a special guest with us tonight. And for this portion of the show, I'm gonna let my man take over this side. I'm gonna let Toast Eastwood run this one. So
He can't even move.
man, why don't you come on up here, man? Nah, cause we want to interview Butter over here. We gonna do this right way. Huh? Matter of fact, to all my viewers, we're gonna take a little 3-minute break. We'll be right back. Go ahead and play that music, Jacob. All right, y'all, look. I come back right quick to know that I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and this for the artists that we got coming up tonight. So y'all go ahead and enjoy and leave your comments and let me know what you think about the artists in the video. Be completely honest. If you got any questions, shoot them out. We right here. We looking at the live chat. Again, enjoy the video while we take this quick break. Superstar Butter, y'all.
Yeah, man, they say the South running the, running the rap game and shit. Look. Man, who the fuck down there smoking K2? I thought that shit was only up here. Nigga, you hear that shit?
Yeah, I hear that shit, man. But if DC had more unity, we'd be icy. That's right. Unity, that's the key.
Right. Shit. Early. Man, I got a lot of shit on my chest right now, right? And I just keep hearing this same fucking shit. There's only 2 niggas running the south side? Nah. Man, shout out to Chris Bo, man.
Hey, Bo, what it do, ski, man?
Niggas better know.
CP.
Everybody wanna put on this where the fuck they from. They don't wanna do it from the city.
Look at Sweet, the whole south for y'all,
Coming out
man.
with Benatur set, man. What Simple City at, man?
Let's do this shit for real.
I got the whole city there. Only one rule I operate. Don't ever snitch looking in his face. Eye to eye when he speaking, say no conversation. Have a mind state. We gon' P's and Q's cause it's 102 when this finger pointing, his pen ain't straight. Words stumble and hesitate. They gon' run it back, I'm never caught in tape. So play your part, the dumb lines you state. Cause at any minute it's bombs away. Don't trust a nigga, won't love a hoe. With a codependent, you behind the cage. Undisciplined to another case. My city had too many heat waves. Like what the fuck? Every lawyer pay, pray dogs and numbers and brain down the rate. This is loyalty, this not patty cake. With a vicious smile full of pure hate. Bitch, get out my face before I grip this 8. They're the air hoes with the shots to flake. I'm the only nigga, I don't send a hitter. I'm the nigga who gon' redecorate. I observe first, then attack the safe. Make sure we know we all
I don't need a assistant, don't need no partner, don't need a bitch, don't need a nigga, don't even bother, nigga. I don't need assistant, man, fuck them niggas, they know the business, I'm gifted, they hit it different, nigga. I don't need assistant, no other options, nobody copies, imposters, no role models, nigga. I don't need this pistol, don't do no arguing, don't make me pop it, I off it, don't think I spot shit, don't make yourself become an issue, no, don't make yourself become an issue, early, it can be an issue, early, don't make yourself become an issue, no, I told you before, niggas, I don't need
It's 4:40 a.m. Please weatherman change the station. Broadcasting his greatness while I'm dropping bags off his payment. My scale gon' see me an anchor. Misunderstood calculations. Backtracking, multiplication. But damn, remain back to the basics. My palms itchy, meditating by planes. I never do good but waking my occupants say business. Nigga, what you mean? Don't be round my way. I don't know your face, if anything. I'm more than hungry, y'all feel me? Ripping down to my semi like stuff the ground. Cause them impers don't fuck around with my feelings. I pluck you now, my nigga.
I don't need assistance, don't need no partner, don't need a bitch, don't need a nigga, don't even bother, nigga. I don't need assistance, man, fuck them niggas, they know the business, I'm gifted, they hit it different. I don't need assistance, no other options, nobody copies, imposters, no role models, nigga. I don't need this pistol, don't do no arguing, don't make me pop it, I off it, don't think I spot shit, don't make yourself become an issue, no, don't make yourself become an issue, early, it can be an issue, early, don't make yourself become an issue, no, I told you before, niggas, I don't need assistance, early, nah, nigga, I don't need no assistance from none of them niggas at all either. We made sure to pay on this side too. Break.
My life hit this my head. Hey,
Nice, right?
this my just don't hit smooth as hell.
Yeah.
That joke
That's called a can of heat,
$150.
man.
$150.
And it's still burning. It's been burning since the whole show.
Yeah, we're about 40 minutes in on this baby right here.
Oh, so I got like this one up too.
Yeah,
Right?
you can light whatever you want to.
We light it all
That
up,
joint been
brother.
burning the whole show. But everybody done tapped that joint. Hey, look. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show. Superstar Butter.
Man, thanks for having me, y'all. You hear me?
Thanks for being here.
Man. Man, look, it's all love. You hear me? It's all love, man. All you gotta do is hit me up. You hear me? I ain't too far.
And for the people that don't know who Superstar Butter is, man, just go let them know, man. Let them know who you is, man. What you do.
Superstar Butter is an artist. Just coming from out of the DMV area, mainly from DC.
the southeast southern side of Washington D.C. that I say, you hear me? But it's just a kid just coming from that side of town and just viewing all these different experiences through his area and just trying to get it out there for real, and just trying to embrace it for real. Just trying to get all the young youth kids to just really see what's going on, and just cause you see what's going on, you don't gotta really be involved with it. You know what I'm saying? You just pick up them traits and then you just keep it moving.
Well, man, me personally, I've been following you for a hot second now, man. A few years now.
Yeah.
And for y'all that don't know, y'all follow Superstar Butter on IG, Superstar Butter anything, man. Flywing Entertainment. But this young artist right here, I've been following for a minute. And when I say young, he's still young.
Beginning.
So you could just imagine how much younger he was. But when I'm telling you, man, Slim got flow. Slim flowing about what he sees going on in life and everything, man. So that's why I'm glad that you came and did the show for me. You here and you letting the people know what's going on. I want people to know, man, it's artists out here, man, and they telling you, man, how it is and what they see, man. Y'all need to go check this dude music out. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all seen the video. A lot of the fans definitely feel it, man. And the chat, man, they gonna tell you how they feel, whether they like it or not, man. So they definitely feeling it, man.
Please.
And
please let me know.
Bless up 420 girl, man. Thanks for coming through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let them know, man. Just keep your music. How long have you been doing this, anyways, man?
Oh man, I literally first recorded at the age of 11. Wow. I'm 23 years old now. So I've been doing this, for about quite time right now. Quite time, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no overnight thing. And don't get discouraged, you know what I'm saying? Because you saying everybody else overcoming. And, you may know them or may not. But just keep pushing. That's all I can tell you.
Exactly, man, because that's all it takes, man. Just keep pushing, man, because if you stop, you might stop at the wrong time. It might be that next day when that was it.
Man,
that might be the door. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. That's another reason, man. Like, I see you, man. You keep doing it, man. No matter what Slim, we live in a fucked up area, right? So I ain't even gonna say fucked up. I take that back. I love where the fuck we live at. For the simple fact that people gonna tell you how it is, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They gonna tell you how they feel. They gonna tell you how it is, man. And when you
raw.
getting it, exactly. When
raw.
you getting it raw.
I got people that, like, man, looked at me and was like, this nigga rapping? What?
And then you hearing that, right? You hearing that, and then you still saying, look, fuck that. I'm still doing me.
Man, they just, honestly, man, it just came from one person believing in me, and then me just keep going with that one person, and then it just branched out and spread it like a disease, man. That's all I can say, man. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep going. And whatever they say, you hear me? Put it in your music, you feel me? And just let them know how you feel, dog, and just keep it going.
Man, like I said, man, I appreciate you coming through for the night. Wish we had more time. We getting low on time, y'all.
You already know it, man.
But
it's
either
all
way,
love, man.
Yeah. Either way, man, y'all check out my dude, man. Superstar Butter on everything. IG, YouTube, SoundCloud.
Literally, Superstar Butter.
Mixtape Live.
SuperStarButta. Superstar Butter.
Y'all give him a follow, man, because look, that's how we get up, man. We support each other, man. Y'all go check my man out. Y'all follow his page, man. Support,
man. Shout out to Toast
here,
East,
man.
He say he got new movies, all this stuff coming, man. So y'all gotta tune in, man.
Yeah, shout out to Toast. Hey, that dude
boy,
always doing something, man.
And shout out to Lesser Visions for having me here. And most definitely, just call me, man. You get me? I pull up anytime. Like I said, man, shout out to DC Pharma, man. Wasn't for him, man. Wouldn't be right here right now. All that, man. You hear me? This guy right here is really, like, from the start. You hear me? Like seriously, y'all, like, neighbor. You hear me?
Yeah.
From the start, man. You hear me? So, I know
all I
he
keep
always
telling people, man, through all the
just
fucking...
puts me in the right direction.
Through all the fucking gun fucking battles and all the bullshit and all the people, hey, for real, all the people that we done lost, people that's in, I always keep saying the same shit, Slim. Just keep doing you. That's no
Right.
bullshit. Keep doing you. Keep moving forward. Don't let none of this bullshit stop you. And that's for anybody, man. It's gonna always be trials and tribulations, man. God is always gonna throw shit at you just to see how you can fucking handle it, man.
Before you do anything, sit back, roll up. Think about it.
There it is. There it is, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? To bust your move, man.
And with that, we're gonna close out, man. Thanks for coming through, Superstar Butter. Y'all check them out. Big Worm.
Have a good one, y'all. Cannabis DC.
Cannabis DC. Thanks for being back, baby.
I feel good, baby.
Catch y'all next week, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace out.
The DC Pharma Show. We legalizing DC with restrictions.